Hey guys. Well, we have not shot a long video for a while, so this time we are going to shoot this video. Um, this today I'm going to say a poem to you, which is written by Hillaire Belloc. I'm just literally going to read because it's not by hearted. This poem is actually written by Hillaire Belloc. I'll show you him. This guy is Hilaire Belloc. He was born on 1870 and lived till 1953. Was born near Paris. He was educated in England. His first book was a small volume of verse published in 1896. And then on a flood of books, pamphlets, letters, and more poured from his pen. Belloc is among the great writers of English prose and verse. Belloc wrote many poems for children. Readers were warned in these poems about various dangers. In the poems, horrible things usually happen to the children, but the poems are very humorous. So I guess maybe we should start. I don't know if you could see the description of the writer properly, but I will start reciting the poem. Okay, now in this poem, now there is a boy called Jim. He was a very mischievous. So let's start. There was a boy whose name was Jim. His friends were very good to him. They gave him tea and cakes and jam and delicious slices of ham and chocolate with pink inside and little tricycles to ride and read him stories through and through and even took him to the zoo. But there it was a dreadful fate befell which now I relate. You know, at least you ought to know that, for I have often told you so, that children are never allowed to leave their noses in a crowd. So yeah. Now there was a boy whose name was Jim, and then his friends were very good to him. Though they read him stories and took him to zoo too. But now you know that there is a dreadful fate coming. Then the narrator says that, are you out to know that I have often told you to never leave your noses in the crowd. So now let's go ahead. Now this was Jim's especial foible. He ran away when he was able, and on this inauspicious day, he slipped his hand and ran away. So, this is Jim's weakness. He couldn't do this, like staying with his nose. He just ran away whenever he got a chance on this inauspicious day, which is a dreadful fate for him. Yeah, it's some kind of dreadful fate. Actually, it's very, kind of this thing. Well, yeah, he hadn't gone a yard when bang, with open jaws, a lion sprang and hungrily began to eat the boy, beginning at his feet. Oh god, this is seriously now becoming haunted. Now just imagine how it feels when first your toes and then your heels, and then by gradual degrees your shins and ankles, calves and knees are slowly eaten bit by bit. Okay, he hadn't run a yard away in this now, and then with open jaws, a lion sprang on him and hungrily began to eat him like when we are hungry a lot we do that. Then beginning at his, legs, I mean feet. And then the narrator says, just imagine first your toes and then your heels, and then by gradual degrees, your shins and ankles, calves, and knees are slowly eaten bit by bit. No wonder Jim detested it. No wonder he shouted, "Hey!" The honest keeper heard his cry. The very fact he almost ran to help the little gentleman. Ponto, he ordered as he came, for Ponto was the lion's name. Ponto, he cried with angry frown. Let go, sir. Down, sir. Put it down. The lion made a sudden stop. He let the dainty morsel drop and slunk reluctant to his cage, snarling with disappointed rage. But when he bent over Jim, the honest keeper's eyes were dim. The lion having reached his head, the miserable boy was dead. So now Jim shouted, "Hey, help!" and all. Then the keeper heard his cry, and then though he was very fat, he just ran as fast as he could to help Jim. And then the honest keeper, said that Ponto, he ordered as he came that, and Ponto was lion's name. Ponto with angry frown, like, Ponto! He ordered he cried with angry frown. Let go, sir. Put down, sir, and all that. Then the boy was dead and all. Dainty morsel means a small part of food which is left. So now for the next paragraph. When nurse informed his parents, they were more concerned than I can say. His mother, as she dried her eyes, said, "Well, it gives me no surprise he will not do as he was told." His father, who was self controlled, bade all the children round attend to Jim's miserable end, and always keep a hold of nurse for fear of finding something worse. Now here the nurse, no, the okay, nanny, you can say, for American say nanny. So the nurse here now, who said now, she informed the parents, they were more concerned. Normal parents will be like shouting, crying, taking to hospital and all, but this mother said that, well, it gives me no surprise and all. And then this all happens, and then his father, who was self-controlled, bade all the children round attend to Jim's miserable end, and then said that to always keep hold of the nurse. So guys, this much is the poem. Don't mind if I just read and you were not able to see the Hillaire Belloc's description. And I will soon put on more poems and stories, like I was saying. It's gonna be pretty fun. Well, I may put a story called Toto-chan. It's really hilarious. You should seriously read it once. Bye guys. I'll see you to the next video.